Time for Strategy, brought to you by Microsoft, the official tablet of the New York Giants. And Carl, it's all about the run game with Indianapolis. Anthony Richardson, the quarterback, Jonathan Taylor, the running back. They want to pound the rock.
Right, and when you have to stop the run game, especially with a guy like Taylor, it takes a team effort. When I say team effort, everybody has to be where they're supposed to be. You can have a guy here do his job. This guy can do his job. This guy can do his job. And if this guy doesn't do his job, it makes it so much of a big task and challenge for the rest of the defense. Let me run it here so you can see it. This guy does his job. This guy does his job. This guy is here. But look at the guy who can make the play. He gets blocked. He runs right where the linebacker gets blocked. When you have to come in and feel, this is a big back. You're not going to miss him. You've got to play with leverage. You just can't overcommit. Your job is to get in the way and help get some guys to come in and help you here. He just overcommits, and he just gives him that alley just to run right there.
Yeah, I mean, Taylor had touchdown runs of 70 and 65 yards in his 3 touchdowns against Tennessee last week, which is a pretty good defense. Carl, we're going to take a look at another run here by Jonathan Taylor because there's almost some similarities to what Robinson presented last week.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it really comes to these guys are downhill runners, Bob. You need everybody where they're supposed to be. You can have a guy, again, if 4 guys do their assignment and the 5th guy doesn't, assume the ball's going there. And you'll see here again, the defensive line does not do a bad job, but you have a lineman, I'm going to circle him right here, he's not going to be able to make the tackle. He comes off, here he is. All he has to do, he plays the play as good as you can play it, but he doesn't complete the tackle.
Carl, we're going to shift gears now because Richardson and Taylor are physical players. And we're going to take a look at some more of them and just the explosiveness they bring running the football.
Yeah, okay, so you got a running back who's 200 plus pounds, and you have a quarterback who is as big as the running back, if not bigger, and he's hard to bring down too. He's fast, he's physical, and he's always a threat, not just to run the football, but passing it, but he'll pull it down if he doesn't like what he sees. This right here, Bob, if you can see the blocking scheme, it's just a sweep. And what the defense does, they knife down in here and they lose the edge and right where he wants to go. You got a receiver come down the block. Everybody's being blocked inside, and the quarterback turns the corner, bounces off one guy, and gets more yards.
All right, we're going to take a look at one more Richardson play here. And again, his threat using the legs.
Yeah, again, now let's just take a look at this, Bob. He is legitimately passing the football here, and I'm going to show you the area. He's locked in one area of the field. He does not change his focus. He's in this area, so if it's not there where he's looking, I'll freeze it. He's not looked anywhere else on the field. He's in somewhere in this window, he's looking. He doesn't like what he sees, he pulls it down, and he's running.
Now let's go to the other side of the ball, Carl, and take a look at some pressures that Tennessee is going to try to get on the quarterback. How do they put it together?
Well, Bob, communication is the key. The numbers are the numbers, right? You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys, right? You have enough to block them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Big hole here. Expect something. If you're communicating as an offensive line, expect somebody to come into this area. It's just they're not going to give you this big overload to one side and not be able to bring someone else over to balance it, because if they do that, the quarterback can just step and do what he needs to do. So let's just take a look here. It's a unique blitz because they're bringing 2 guys that look like they're going to go into the A-gap right here in the A-gap here. But what it ends up being is a twist. You see the 2 guys running A-gap, I'll freeze it. They start there, one guy's here, the other guy's here. and they come around, make the tackle. Again, you look at what appears to be an overload look. You got 1, 2, 3 to the left side of the offensive line and 2 to the other side. You know, you can count them, you can block them, right? You got 4 guys to block 4, you got 2 guys to block 2. You got a guy that's really wide out here, so you got to be alert that he's coming back inside. But let's just take a look how this happens, and this is just straight individual pass rush. Again, somebody's coming back over. So you got a guard who's looking inside. So the guard's looking inside here, so he sees this guy. The tackle's got to turn out here, and the back's got to be here. Everybody picks it up, but nobody gets it blocked.
Right.
So it's just a matter of not just getting your assignment, it's also about executing your assignment.
So that's a look at strategy presented by Microsoft, the official tablet of the Giants